Now I'm going to cut it. I'm going to come right in. This is power off, full flaps. Look at that. There's a Shrike. Pilots, welcome back to Motion RC. I'm James, and today we have number 2 or number 1, one of the first 2 brand new products coming from our Motion RC's new in-house foam electric aircraft lineup. And this is the Shrike Glider. It is a 1.4 meter wingspan trainer glider, comes with 5 channels. You've got flaps, you've got ailerons, elevator rudder, and you also get some tip lights, navigation lights, which are great, foldable propeller, but basically this is our iteration of what we, just our version of a well-known sort of airframe, if you will. But we've been flying it around here at NOL in the fall 2019. That's why we're not in the regular studio, because we announced these at Triple Tree, and now I set up a second one, and me and Wesley Miller of the Merry Boozer RC channel are going to be flying these around the rest of the week. Skynetic planes are all going to be price range between $50 and $200 and should assemble very, very quickly and give you some great flying characteristics and just some new models to feast your eyes on. So what we're going to do in this assembly video is show you a full unboxing, then we're going to do a step-by-step build, and then we're going to run through the entire spec of the model, and then at the very end I'll just rev up and take you around and inside the aircraft, and then we're going to wrap this video up. So I say let's get started with the spec. All right, running through the spec, the Shrike is a 1450 millimeter electric sports glider. Its length is 1010 millimeters. The Shrike is powered by a 2839 1400 kV brushless outrunner. The ESC is a Hobby Wing 30 amp. It has a 9x5 foldable propeller. It has 6 9-gram plastic servos inside, and it runs on anywhere from a 13 to a 2200 3-cell pack with an XT60 connector, so most guys are going to have those type of lipos around for the Skynetic Shrike. So that'll do it for the spec, guys. Now let's take it out of the box. All right, guys, as you can see, taking it out of the box, one thing we love is seeing our first cardboards whenever Motion RC is on there, but to see a new in-house brand on the cardboard box, and then to take it out and see Motion RC, see Skynetic on the first box art. We really love the design of these, and we're just so excited to see it. So let's get it out of the box, and you'll see it's packaged just as nicely as any other brand of foam aircraft like Freewing or Flightline that we carry on our website. First things first, you see the spar. That's just taped on. Let's take that out. Then we have one baggie, and that's going to include all your little bits. So that's going to have all your control rods and everything to connect those, as well as your spinner and your prop, and this little extra piece that we'll get to in a little bit. Next are the wings. So let's pull out the wing that shows Shrike on it in the purple. Flip that over, and you're going to see all the servos are pre-installed. Again, you just have to hook up your control rods, but everything's nicely done. Their wingtip light on the end, so those will be your nav lights, red and green. I'd like to draw your attention to the connector on the inside of the wing. You can see that's just going to slot on, so you're not dealing with any ribbon cables or even any servo leads. You are just slotting the wing on, and it goes together so fast. Other wing comes out, that's underneath, that has the green side. You have your horizontal stabilizer, that's fitted in there nicely, and then you have the full fuselage. So when we pull that out, again, Skynetic big on the tail, Shrike along the middle. And let's draw your attention to the front. Let me open the canopy. You can see it's cavernous inside. You're going to have no problem fitting a gyro for beginners, or even packs that might even be heavier than a 2200. I think people are going to explore with that, definitely. Taking a look underneath, you have easy access to your elevator and rudder servos, little foam hatch, and that'll about do it. Out of the box, guys, she's going to be a super quick build, so let's get started putting her together. All right, step one, guys, let's do the tail first. So grab your horizontal stabilizer. Now you will see, you actually can slot this in. You don't need any glue. There's no glue included into the kit. When you slip it in there, there are foam notches that sort of just hold it together. And you can see we buried the control horn. It's almost unseeable from the outside. So it's nice and hidden, and you just gotta connect that. But what you wanna do first, before you connect your control surface, just loosen up the screw underneath on the servo horn, because you'll just have to connect it again if you don't have your servo centered already. But once that's connected, the horizontal tail is done, and you'll notice around the rudder that the rudder control horns are not showing at all either. That's all attached inside the rudder. So it's a really well done design. I think it adds a nice sleekness to it, something a little different, and just one of the things we hope to do with future products from Skynetic. All right, guys, so let's get to step 2, which is going to be your main wing, and this couldn't be simpler. Let's take your spar that's included, insert that into one side of the wing. Then you're going to look for the hole on the fuselage, line it up, and when you push through, it's just going to fit beautifully. That connector just squeezes through, and you should see it go flush to the fuselage. Then you want to take the other wing. You're going to do the same thing, go over the spar, push them together. So now that the wing is on, I guess you guys will notice that there's nowhere to screw these wings together, hold them tight. Don't fret, look at your baggie, you're going to see this one long spike. That's what's going to connect the wings, because if you noticed on the wings, there are 2 holes through the foam inserts, the deepest part of the foam that's going to go into the fuse. This spike, all the wing lines up through. You open the canopy, you see the hole there? Just take the spike and drive it in, and then try to tug on your wings, and you'll see that they are nice and strong, and at the power you're flying this glider, you should never have a fear of that spar not doing its job. So now after that is done, I think your next step, you should bind up your model. You want to get all your servos centered, and I would now do all the control rods and linkages. You'll see, guys, it's very straightforward. They give you 4 control rods, 2 longer, 2 shorter. The 2 longer ones are going to be for your ailerons, and the 2 shorter ones are going to be for your flaps. So once you get those assembled, then unplug your model and let's work on the prop, because you never want to do that with the plane on. Now you'll see the spinner comes all together. So what you're going to do is the spinner itself has the nut inside of it. So unscrew it off the prop shaft, and then you'll see the back plate, and then you'll see the prop shaft has 2 grub screws. Let's loosen those up. Then you'll notice on the motor shaft that there are 2 little flat ridges on the motor shaft. That's where you're going to want to have the grub screws touch down on, so that nice flat surface. Tighten those down as tight as you possibly can. Then you're going to slide the back plate on. Then you're going to see the folding propeller only fits in one way. It's actually a really cool design. Just make sure your props are in the right direction when you slide it on. Then all you have to do is hand tighten that spinner down, and you're going to have a fully complete Skynetic Shrike Glider. And there you have it, guys. Your Shrike is now all done, and I think she looks terrific. Nice, clean lines for what this is. Perfect aircraft to get training with. Probably great aircraft to actually do some gliding with, some real gliding with for all you glider guys, and just an overall fun subject just to populate one of our many categories on motionrc.com. So let's just take you inside again. As you saw, putting it together, I'll show you my finished product. My receiver is pushed all the way deep inside. You can't even see it anymore. And I got the Admiral 2200 3S fitting nice and snug. You can see my spike for my wings pressed nicely. Doesn't get in the way of the fuselage, of the canopy in any way. Wings are nice and tight. And seeing the rudder in the back, you'll see the rudder in the back work without, no show on the control rods, which is nice. Elevator, these are just the full throws. I didn't put in any sort of rates. That's 100%. Aileron. And then when it's looking towards you, you're going to promote Skynetic. There it is. I think it looks good. Let's give it a little rev. Feel that power. Nice. And the brake is on, which is going to be great because that's going to fold my prop the second I shut the motor off. So there you have it, guys. That is the brand new Skynetic Shrike 1.4 meter glider. Brand new, one of 2 brand new products from our brand new in-house brand. So we are so excited to be able to not only announce this, but we're super excited for what we have coming in this line, because it's only going to grow and grow. As with everything around here lately, things are only getting bigger. But guys, that'll do it from Null in the fall 2019. I hope you guys enjoy the Shrike. Check out the Havoc videos for that sport racer as well. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Motion RC.